Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. And today, we are diving deep into AI for productivity.
Sounds exciting.
It is exciting. We'll be looking at an ebook called AI for Productivity. And it's really cool because it's written as a super practical guide. It's not about robots taking over.
Oh, good.
Right.
That's a relief.
It's all about how we can actually use AI to be better at what we do at work and in our personal lives.
I love that. So it's like having a bunch of little helpers, like AI assistants, working in the background to help us get
Right.
things done.
Exactly. I mean, some of the examples in this ebook are mind-blowing. Like, have you heard of Writer?
No, tell me about it.
He can write like 70,000 words of blog content just like that. One click.
Wow. That's a lot of words.
Right. Or, how about this? There's an app called Fitbod that designs your workout routine based on how tired your muscles are.
That's amazing. So it knows if you've been slacking off.
It probably does. It's
Well,
crazy how AI can personalize things like that.
it really is incredible how AI is already a part of so many tools we use every day without us even realizing it.
It's true. It's like magic, but it's really just super smart algorithms
Yeah.
doing their thing. Like virtual assistants, right? Siri, Alexa, we talk to them like they're people.
Mm-hmm.
And they get us.
And they actually learn from us, too.
They do. And they get better at understanding what we want over time. It's not just like setting reminders or playing music, though.
Right. AI is doing a lot more behind the scenes.
Like, think about Netflix. They're always suggesting shows you end up loving. Or Spotify, with those perfectly curated playlists.
That's all thanks to AI. Those recommender systems are crunching tons of data, looking at what you watch or listen to, what other people like.
It's wild. So, we know AI is everywhere, but how do we actually use it to make our lives better? The ebook says we have to start by figuring out what our own productivity problems are.
Makes sense. We all have those things we struggle with, like time management, staying focused, communicating effectively, or just feeling overwhelmed with too much to do.
Yeah, exactly. We all have our weaknesses. The key is figuring out what yours are so you can find the right AI tools to address them.
Because AI can really be a game changer when it comes to productivity.
Totally. And one area where AI is making a huge difference is in time and task management.
Hmm.
Getting a handle on our schedules and feeling like we're on top of everything.
We all want that, to feel organized and in control.
Right. And there are some super cool apps that are using AI to help us do that, like with our calendars. Google Calendar now has AI built in.
Oh, really? I haven't noticed that.
It can suggest the best times for meetings based on everyone's availability. So no more of that back and forth emailing, trying to find a time that works.
That would save so much time.
Right. And what about people who live in Slack, like me? There are AI calendar apps that work right in Slack.
Oh, that's convenient.
Totally. And then there's this app called Clockwise that can actually block out focus time in your calendar.
How does that work?
It analyzes your schedule and figures out when you're most likely to be able to concentrate, and then it blocks off that time so you're not interrupted.
That's brilliant. I need that in my life.
Right. It's like having a personal productivity coach. But, okay, calendars are one thing, but what about our never-ending to-do lists? How can AI help with those?
Well, there are some amazing task management apps out there that are using AI to make our to-do lists way more manageable. Like, have you heard of Todoist?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't really used it. What's so special about it?
Well, Todoist uses AI to prioritize your tasks so you know what to focus on first. And it doesn't just look at deadlines, it actually learns your work patterns and the goals you've set for your projects.
So it's like it knows what's most important to me, even if I don't.
Exactly. And then there's any.do, which is another great one. It uses AI to suggest the best times to work on each task, so you don't end up trying to do everything at once and getting overwhelmed.
That's so helpful. I always feel like I'm trying to juggle too many things at the same time.
I know, right? But with AI, it's like having a virtual assistant helping you manage your time and workload.
That would be amazing. What about Asana? That's a popular one.
Oh, Asana's really stepped up its game with AI. It can actually predict potential problems in your workflow and give you more accurate timelines for your projects.
That's so cool. It's like having a crystal ball for your projects.
Kind of. But with all these amazing options, it can be tough to choose the right tool for you.
Yeah, for sure. Where do we even begin?
Well, the first step is to think about what you really need. What are your biggest pain points? What are you hoping to achieve? And what's your budget?
Good point. You don't want to invest in a tool that doesn't actually solve your problems. Now, let's talk about another area where AI can make a huge difference: communication and collaboration.
Ah, yes. Communication is key in pretty much everything we do.
Totally. especially in today's world where we're all so connected, whether
Mm.
it's working on teams, dealing with clients, or just keeping in touch with family and friends.
It's true. But all the tools we have for communicating, sometimes they can be overwhelming too, right?
Absolutely. I feel like I'm drowning in emails sometimes. And then
Ah,
there are all those group chats and messages, and sometimes things get lost in the shuffle. It's easy to have misunderstandings or for important information to slip through the cracks.
ugh, I know exactly what you mean. But thankfully, there are AI-powered tools that can help us manage all that chaos.
Okay, so tell me about these magical AI tools. The ebook mentioned some really interesting ones.
Well, one that stood out to me was Spark. It's an email app that uses AI to prioritize your messages. So you don't have to wade through a ton of unimportant emails to find the ones that really matter.
So it's like having a personal assistant filtering your inbox, bringing the most important emails to the top.
Exactly. And if you're struggling with an overflowing inbox, there's Astro. Remember Astro? It used to be a standalone app, but now it's integrated with Slack.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I loved Astro.
Me too. Now you can manage your emails right from Slack, which is pretty awesome. And then there's Notion, which is kind of an all-in-one workspace. They've integrated AI really well into their platform.
Oh, I love Notion. It's like my second brain.
Right. You can use it for taking notes, planning projects, building databases, and so much more. And now with AI, it can help you do things like create meeting agendas, brainstorm content ideas, or even put together a reading list.
That's incredible. It's like having a virtual assistant and a brainstorming partner all rolled into one. Speaking of platforms that are really embracing AI, we have to talk about Slack and Microsoft Teams. They're both using AI to make teamwork way more efficient.
They are. They've both added features that use AI to help us schedule meetings, set reminders, find information quickly, and even automate certain tasks.
So they're not just chat platforms anymore. They're becoming these intelligent hubs for collaboration. What are some specific examples of AI features in Slack? I use Slack all the time.
Well, there's Scheduler AI, which, as you might guess, makes scheduling meetings super easy. No more juggling calendars or sending endless emails back and forth. You can just schedule a meeting right in your Slack channel.
I love that. That would save so much time and hassle.
Right. And then there's Reclaim.ai, which is another one I really like. It manages your tasks and your daily agenda, and it even automatically updates your Slack status based on your calendar.
So people know if you're available, in a meeting, or focused on deep work.
Exactly. It's like having a virtual assistant managing your availability and communication for you.
That's brilliant. Okay, so we've talked about email, all-in-one workspaces, and collaboration platforms. Now, what about project management? I mean, projects can be so complex and chaotic.
They can be. But thankfully, AI is stepping up to help us manage that chaos. Platforms like Monday.com and Asana are really leading the way in AI-powered project management. Monday.com is known for its visual and intuitive interface, and they've really gone all in with AI.
Oh yeah, I love their interface. So how are they using AI specifically for project management?
Well, for example, AI can help you break down big, complex projects into smaller, more manageable steps. Or it can automatically generate meeting agendas based on your project discussions.
So it's like having an AI project manager working alongside you, keeping everything organized and moving forward.
Exactly. And then there's Asana, which is another powerhouse for project management. With AI, it's become even more intelligent and efficient. It can help you create smart workflows, to really optimize your processes.
So it's not just about managing tasks, it's about actually improving the way you work.
Exactly. Asana's AI engine can even identify potential roadblocks in your workflow and alert you before they become major problems. It's like having an AI risk manager on your team.
That is so cool. And the coolest part is that it uses natural language processing, so you can just ask Asana questions about your projects, and it'll give you insights and recommendations.
Right. It's becoming more and more like interacting with another human.
It really is. But before we move on to some of the other cool things AI can do, let's talk about AI for meetings. Because let's face it, meetings can be a huge time suck.
Oh my goodness, tell me about it. Sometimes it feels like I spend my whole life in meetings.
I know, right? And half the time, we're just trying to keep up with the notes, and then afterwards it's like, what did we even talk about?
And then you've got to decipher those scribbled notes. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
I know. But guess what? AI can actually help with that.
Really? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, there are tools like Otter.ai that can transcribe your meetings in real time, so you don't even have to take notes.
Wait, what? That's incredible.
Right, and they can even identify who's speaking, so you can easily search for what a specific person said.
That's game-changing. What about summarizing the key takeaways? Can AI help with that too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Otter.ai can generate summaries of your meetings, highlighting the main points and action items. It's like having an AI note-taker who listens attentively and pulls out the most important information.
That's amazing. That would save so much time and ensure everyone is on the same page.
It really would. And Otter.ai integrates with all the popular meeting platforms like Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams, so it's super easy to use.
It's like having a silent AI participant in all your meetings, capturing everything and making it easy to access later.
Exactly. So we've seen how AI can streamline communication and collaboration. But let's shift gears now and talk about AI for personal productivity and well-being. Because AI isn't just about work.
That's right. It's about enhancing all aspects of our lives.
Right. And the ebook had a whole chapter on how AI can help us learn new skills, be healthier, and just live better lives.
Hmm.
Like, have you heard of personalized AI learning platforms?
I have. It's a really exciting area. AI can tailor learning experiences to our individual needs and goals.
Yeah, it's like having a personal tutor who knows exactly what you need to learn and how you learn best.
Exactly. These platforms can analyze your learning style, track your progress, and recommend courses and resources that are perfect for you.
So you're not just wasting time on things that aren't relevant or that you already know.
Right. And there are some amazing platforms out there that are leading the way in this AI-driven learning revolution, like Teachable, which is a popular platform for creating and selling online courses. They're using AI to make it easier to build more engaging and effective courses.
So it's not just for students, it's for creators too.
Exactly. And if you're interested in learning a new language, there's Memrise, which uses AI to make language learning fun and interactive. They have this AI-powered chatbot tutor that you can practice with.
Oh wow, that sounds really effective. And then there's 360 Learning, which uses AI to personalize course recommendations based on your learning history and preferences.
It's like having a virtual learning advisor who curates the best courses for you to help you keep growing and developing your skills.
It's incredible. It feels like AI is taking all the guesswork out of learning.
It really is. And it's not just about making things easier, it's about making things more personalized and effective.
I love that. And this personalization trend extends to the health and wellness space too. There are some fantastic apps that are using AI to help us live healthier lives.
Oh, absolutely. There are some really cool ones out there. Have you heard of Evolve AI? It's like having a personal AI trainer right in your pocket.
No, I haven't. Tell me about it.
Well, it creates personalized workout plans based on your fitness level and goals, and it also gives you nutritional guidance. And you can track your progress right in the app.
So it's like having a virtual fitness coach who's always there to motivate you and keep you on track.
Exactly. And then there's Fitbod, which we talked about earlier. Remember, it designed your workouts based on your muscle fatigue from your previous workout.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like it knows your body better than you do.
Pretty much. And speaking of well-being, we can't forget about mental health. The ebook highlighted an app called Wysa that uses AI to provide mental health support.
Oh, wow. I hadn't heard of that one. Sounds really interesting.
It is. It's basically an AI-powered conversational therapy app. It uses a really friendly chatbot to guide you through different therapeutic techniques, like for managing stress or anxiety.
So it's like having a virtual therapist available 24/7.
Pretty much.
Right.
And it's important to remember that AI isn't meant to replace professional therapy, but it can be a great starting point for getting support.
Right. And I think it's great that there are tools like this that are making mental health support more accessible.
Absolutely. And WISA actually offers the option to connect with a human coach if you need more support. So it's really a blend of AI and human interaction.
That's a really nice combination. And what's really cool is that WISA can also be used by teams and organizations.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just for individuals.
Right. It can be a really valuable tool for promoting mental well-being in the workplace, which is something that's often overlooked. It's a reminder that AI isn't just about being more productive. It's about creating a more supportive and fulfilling work environment.
I love that. It's about using technology to make our lives better in a holistic way, not just focusing on work, but on our overall well-being.
Exactly. It's been an amazing journey so far. We've covered so much ground, from intelligent calendars to AI-powered therapists. And it's clear that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we work and live.
It really does. And I think it's only going to get more powerful and pervasive in the years to come. It is exciting. It's like we're on the cusp of a whole new era.
Totally. But we have to be smart about how we use this technology, right?
Absolutely. We can't just jump in blindly. There are some potential downsides we need to consider.
Like what? What should we be watching out for?
Well, one big challenge is actually getting these AI tools to work with our existing systems and workflows.
Oh, I see. It's not always as simple as just plugging in a new app.
Right. A lot of businesses and people have these processes in place, and sometimes new technology doesn't fit neatly in.
So we need to be careful to choose tools that will integrate well with what we're already doing.
Exactly. And of course, there's the cost factor. Some of these AI tools can be pretty expensive, especially for businesses.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not everyone has an unlimited budget.
Exactly. But the good news is there are also a lot of affordable AI tools out there, especially for personal use.
Huh.
And you don't always need the most fancy or expensive tool to get great results.
That's good to hear. But even with the more user-friendly tools, there's still a learning curve.
Oh, for sure. Some of these tools have a lot of features and can take some time to really master.
It's like learning any new skill. It takes practice and patience. And you know what else people are worried about? The whole AI taking over our jobs thing.
Oh, yeah. The robots are coming for our jobs. It's a valid concern. We can't just ignore it.
But maybe instead of being afraid of AI, we should think about how we can work with it.
I totally agree. AI isn't going away. It's here to stay. So we need to learn to adapt.
Exactly. I think the key is to see AI as a tool that can help us, not replace us.
Right. It can free us up from doing those boring, repetitive tasks and let us focus on the things that humans are really good at.
The things that require creativity and critical thinking and all those skills that make us human
Precisely. And as AI continues to evolve, we need to evolve too.
become lifelong learners.
Exactly. Always be curious, explore new tools, and don't be afraid to try new things.
So how do we actually maximize our productivity with AI? The ebook had some good advice.
Well, first things first, you have to really understand what you're trying to achieve. What are your goals? What are the biggest obstacles you're facing?
Get clear on the problem before you try to find a solution.
Exactly. Once you know what you're trying to accomplish, then you can start exploring the different AI tools and strategies that are out there.
It's like having a roadmap for your AI productivity journey.
I love that analogy. And remember, not all AI tools are created equal. Some will be a better fit for you than others. Do your research, read reviews, maybe even try a few different tools before you commit to one.
And of course, we have to talk about data security and privacy. That's a big concern with any technology, but especially with AI.
Oh, absolutely. You have to be careful about what information you're sharing and with whom.
So before you use any AI tool, make sure you understand their privacy policy and security measures.
Good advice. You want to make sure your data is being handled responsibly.
And choose tools from companies that have a good track record on security and privacy.
Trust is so important in the digital age.
It really is. And the ebook also stressed the importance of being adaptable and always learning. Because AI is changing so fast, what works today might not work tomorrow.
It's true. So stay curious, ask questions, and be willing to learn new things.
Embrace the unknown. And remember, AI isn't a magic solution. It's a tool that can help us be more productive, but it still takes effort and intentionality.
It's about working smarter, not harder, and creating a work environment that is both productive and fulfilling.
And speaking of fulfilling, you know what I found really interesting in the ebook? The emphasis on personalization. AI isn't just this one-size-fits-all thing anymore.
It's becoming more tailored to our individual needs. I like that.
Me too. It's becoming more human-centered, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of us having to adapt to the technology is adapting to us.
It's a really exciting shift. It's like AI is becoming more of a partner, helping us achieve our goals.
I like that. And it's just the beginning. Who knows what amazing AI tools we'll have in the future?
The possibilities are endless. It's a little mind-blowing to think about.
It is. But we have to remember to use this technology wisely, to make sure it's used for good.
Absolutely. AI should be a force for positive change in the world.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of different aspects of AI for productivity, but let's try to distill it down to some key takeaways for our listeners. What are the main things people should remember from this deep dive?
I think that's a great idea. It'll help people put all this information into action.
So let's come up with like a 10-point summary of the most important takeaways.
Love it. Let's give our listeners some concrete things they can do to boost their productivity with AI.
Awesome. All right, takeaway number 1. AI isn't about robots taking over. It's about using those intelligent tools to do more and free us up from the tasks we hate.
That's right. Think of AI as a helper, not a replacement.
Exactly. And takeaway number 2, we're already using AI way more than we realize. It's in our virtual assistants, those recommendation algorithms, like it's everywhere.
Yeah, It's become so integrated into our lives, sometimes we don't even think about it.
Okay, takeaway number 3, and this is a big one. Figure out what your productivity problems are.
Yeah. What are you actually struggling with? AI can't solve a problem it doesn't know exists.
Right, so get specific. Okay, number 4, intelligent calendar apps. They are seriously life-changing. No more of that email tennis trying to find a meeting time.
Seriously? That alone is worth its weight in gold.
I know, right? Number 5, AI-powered task management. Todoist, Annie.doist, Asana, all these tools that can help you stay organized and prioritize what matters most.
They're like having a personal assistant for your to-do list.
Totally. Number 6, streamline your communication and collaboration with AI. Because good communication is at the heart of everything, right?
Absolutely. And AI can help us cut through the noise and connect more effectively.
Yes. Okay, number 7, project management. AI can help keep projects on track, predict potential problems, optimize your workflows. It's amazing.
It's like having an AI project manager on your team.
Right. And number 8, this one's fun, content creation and management. AI can help you write faster, create visuals, and just make the whole process way smoother.
So much easier than doing it all manually.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, number 9, AI can actually help with your personal productivity and well-being. Think personalized learning platforms, fitness apps, mental health support.
AI for a better you, basically.
I love it. And finally, number 10, approach AI with a sense of curiosity and always be willing to adapt and learn.
Because this field is constantly evolving. What works today might not work tomorrow.
So true. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 key takeaways to help you harness the power of AI for a more productive and fulfilling life.
It's been so fun exploring all this with you.
Me too. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into AI for productivity. We hope you've learned some valuable insights and are feeling inspired to try out some of these amazing tools.
Remember, the future is here, and it's powered by AI. So let's embrace it and use it to create a better world for ourselves and everyone around us.
Beautifully said. That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.